Hello and welcome, Scorpio, to your October 2021 tarot reading with me, Barbara. Let's jump in. I've been tuning into your energies to see what the cards have got to offer, see if we can help with anything you might be going through in your life, see if there's anything relevant to your situation in these cards. Okay, the tarot has a wonderful way of reaching people. Okay, so the Hierophant is the first card you can see here, right next to the King of Pentacles. So the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles are very earthy energy. Taurus is associated with both of these cards. So it feels like you may have a strong influence of Taurus in your life. So that could be in your own chart or someone that's close to you. The energy of Taurus is very much about financial security, physical stability. It's sort of being interested in the physical world. So it could be about your security in some way or some kind of traditional value in your life. There could also be a teacher around you. There could be someone who's offering you some really valuable advice and wisdom. Yeah, are you going through some learning at the moment, Scorpio? Is there something that you would benefit from taking heed of? Someone who's around you? Can you think of an earthy person who's quite conservative, quite traditional? They might be trying to tell you something at this time. So it might be worth having a listen. But yeah, you could be looking at something in your life as well that is like, you know, a marriage or some kind of institution that you've signed up to in some way. And that could be your focus at this time, wondering about it. I mean, obviously, in the big picture, we're all looking at what's going on on the global scale. So I don't know, maybe you're wondering about your security in some way and wondering how things will go forwards. But I mean, the King of Pentacles is very solid, very grounded. This is feeling very comfortable in your own in your environment. So it feels like you do have everything. But you know, some of you might be questioning how to make sure you keep it that way, or you're maybe planning for the future and thinking about your long-term stability, long-term peace of mind in some way. It could be a spiritual learning as well. So it's just about digging deeper and taking things seriously. It's quite a serious energy with these two cards, actually. That's something very strongly feeling here, very earthy, grounded energy. So that's a very conservative energy you're in at the moment there, Scorpio. Okay, very, very solid, very feels like a quality kind of energy, if that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, then we've got the Devil card. Okay, so the Devil card could be saying to me here, actually, there's Capricorn energy there as well, very earthy again. Some of you might be putting on a lot of emphasis about your material situation. There might be a bit of an obsession with that. Could be also about we talk about the physical energy with Taurus and earth signs as such as Capricorn as well. But yeah, there could be a feeling of like animal desires here, feeling sort of choosing to be obsessed with something here. These people are kind of, it looks like they're shackled together, but the chain around their neck is actually really loose. Both of them could slip out of it. So is there some kind of long-term something you've signed up to, Scorpio, that you're feeling stuck in, you're feeling trapped in, but actually you don't have to be, okay? The Devil card is always says to me, you know, false truths seeming real, you know, so really have a look around you and think, okay, even those things may look very like cast in stone, they might look very, oh, it's so respectable and respected. It seems to be the hard and fast trodden path, you know, that you're really recommended to follow. If you're not happy, Scorpio, you don't have to be trapped in anything, okay? I mean, there could be strong sexual desires with this card as well. I mean, there's the red around the devil's horns. It just reminds me of that kind of energy. But yeah, I mean, fair enough if you've got a strong desire for someone, but don't feel like you're stuck with it. Don't feel like you're trapped with it because of some establishment or some kind of set of rules. Okay, let's see what else it could be about. Okay, what else do we know? It could be about a Knight of Wands. Yeah, so this energy can be someone who's quite impatient. This can be it's quite a young energy with this. It's like having a fascination with something. I mean, especially in this card, he's like this rider's looking up at his wand. but it doesn't, it kind of almost looks scattered in some way to me, this energy. And it looks like he's wandering off the beaten track almost. It's like he's not really focused or conscious or bothered about more conservative or more traditional paths, if you like. So there's something that's got your interest, or someone around you's interest, that might not be quite conventional. Okay. Wow, this is a lovely card, the Queen of Swords. So I do see Scorpio as being this energy, pretty much, because, you know, high-flying Scorpios, nothing really gets past you. So even though you feel deeply like a water sign does, and you sense emotions, and, you know, you can be very empathic, it's also being very clear-minded, you know, your attention to detail, and laser sharp focus on things, you know. It's, I mean, if you imagine a scorpion watching something very, you know, watching its prey and then ready to pounce, this is kind of like that for me. This quite kind of clear, I don't want to say calculated in a bad way, but this is someone who has a strategy, someone who's thinking clearly. You know, it's being up in your intellect, using your intellect, yes, exactly, to kind of make sense of a situation. So could it be to do with you stepping back from some kind of murky waters, in some kind of contract that you've signed yourself up to in some way? Maybe you're looking at using this sword to find the truth about something, or maybe to sever some kind of ties if the water feels too murky. I mean, scorpions can be quite highly sexed, you know, you can be quite sexual and sexual energy. So maybe you've kind of bought into something, and now you feel like you kind of want to clear away from it a bit. Maybe it just feels too murky. I mean, there's lots of yellow in this. It feels nice and clean and bright. Maybe there's something here that's sort of saying to you want to extract yourself, and you know, focus more cleanly and clearly on your own plans and strategies as you go forward in your life. I mean, it could be, you could be given this information as well by some kind of teaching person. It could be a higher wisdom in some way as well. But it's a very, very in control kind of card with that Queen of Swords at the top of it, whereas the Devil card is not being in control. So it feels like you're wanting to get in control about something, okay, previously that you haven't been in control with, or someone hasn't anyway. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, this is like somebody has got a fresh outlook. There's showing positive growth in some kind of interest that you're putting your energy into. It's kind of like this student energy. So it feels like you want to learn in a different way somehow. And it's positive, you know, it's in a good way. It's kind of investing in something that can grow nicely here with the Page of Pentacles, and it's for long-term positivity and prosperity. So I mean, you know, it could be through a new career path. Some of you might be deciding to retrain, that you're getting control of your life, perhaps. It could also be about other spiritual learnings that's allowing you to break away from old-fashioned views that actually are not really you anymore. You know, if you've developed and evolved in beyond what you previously were kind of maybe born into, maybe you're deciding to think for yourself and adopt a different set of beliefs in some way. But yeah, it's nice. It's kind of, this person looks hopeful, and it's uplifting you. So very nice, Scorpio, for you. Okay, what's going on as you go forward? Oh, even more, Ace of Pentacles. I love this. This is a really positive card. So whatever you're investing in here, Scorpio, it's different for everyone. It's really in fertile ground. I mean, this is beautiful. I love the colors in these cards, by the way, but this is like it's a precious pentacle, this one. It just feels like it's one that's quite unique, and it's not one that can be replaced. You know, it's your own unique coin, your own pentacle. It's like you're casting the mold for it in your own style, in your own way. You know, there's something here that you're able to offer in maybe in a work situation, or something you're learning, maybe a craft even, but there's something beautiful here, okay, and you're able to grow with it. This is going to be prosperous for you over a long period of time, you know, it's going to sustain you, okay. The Ace of Pentacles is something that's very solid to grow or build on, and it's very prosperous card, so I really like to see that as well. Okay, then we've got the Six of Cups. So this is lovely. This is about it's harmony with the sixes in numerology, and the cups is about emotional feelings and well-being. So it just feels like this project or this new belief system that you're going with is bringing you such a feeling of well-being. It's contentedness, and there's give and take in relationships. There could be an elder person advising you as well. I mean, there is a strong feeling of someone. It's like a teacher energy, or you know, some kind of coach person, a wise advisor, maybe helping you to kind of grow beyond some kind of limiting belief system. And this six is showing, you know, exchanges that are beneficial. Yeah, it's like communications that make you feel like you're being held in the palm of someone's hand. It's like you're being held up and nourished emotionally. So that's gorgeous, to do with this kind of growth and this new path you're believing in. And then we've got the Six of Wands. So this is about things where you're in your situation, your environment, your community, you're being admired. So people are recognizing your qualities and your talents, and it's again another six. So this is perfect for, you know, recognition and achievement for your efforts and your skills and your talents that you're applying in your life. So brilliant energy there for you with the Six of Wands. There's something creative that you're doing, and it's building you stability financially. It's putting you in good stead for your future as well, Scorpio. Creative energy. I mean, Scorpions can be very creative. And then that brings you to the Queen of Wands. So there's certainly a very strong creative energy with you here, Scorpio. You could have a strong fire sign rising. You could be influenced by someone who's got fire energy around you. Or I mean, it feels like there is also earthy energy around you. But, you know, it could be about your practical experience in life, I suppose. But yeah, this is showing you feeling passionate about what you do. You're going to fully believe in what you do. It's getting you on your throne and in the driving seat. So far be it for you to be this energy where we saw, you know, you might be connected to someone that's making you feel kind of held back, tied down, limited. You're actually heading towards with this new belief system where you're maybe taking advice from someone, or you're seeking higher wisdom for yourself, which brings you to this more prosperous you know, path as you go forward, and has you sitting here beautifully. I mean, it looks to me like she's sitting in front of a landscape where there's fertile crops as well behind, you know, there's mountains for protection behind her. She's holding on to that wand or staff. There's a strong feeling of yellow and growth in the sky there. So it just feels like very much in control as well. Yeah, I mean, there could be a teaching energy, some kind of something that you're creating here. I feel like there's some kind of outlet that you're at the moment feeling blocked by, and it's moving in the right direction. If you keep your options open, you're heading the right direction where you're going to be able to flow properly. And let me just see at the bottom of the deck what we've got here. I'll pop that there for you. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords. So that is kind of, again, it's a bit like that devil energy, feeling a fear. There's fear here where maybe you've bought into some kind of limiting belief factor about what you're capable of. You're feeling drawn into some kind of belief system that does hold you back, and frankly it's kind of, you're turning these swords on yourself instead of I mean, it's great because in the center of the spread you've got this Queen of Swords, so it feels like you're wanting this intellectual new truth that's going to set you free almost. What's the 12th card for you? Two of Wands. Yeah, so there's something where you're planning for the future, you're standing maybe between two worlds in some way. I think it's you releasing yourself from this old belief system with the Devil card, and then stepping forwards into this new, being much more in control. It's a regal energy. you're stepping up and releasing yourself from some kind of limiting energy that we've seen with the devil there. So energy grows where energy goes. If someone around you feels like they're holding you back in some way, Scorpio, if someone doesn't make you feel good, or an environment that you're working in perhaps, or people that you surround yourself with, you know, if you feel uplifted and strengthened and energized by the company you keep, and if you don't, be mindful to step back from it. It might not always be worth trying to change those around you. It's just maybe protecting your own energy, stepping back, and then reinvesting where it's going to be appreciated and valued and valid. And that's where you'll see growth and momentum. Okay, Scorpio? So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was a helpful reading, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much for being here, sending you so much love and light. I'm Barbara at Tarot Insight. Bye for now.